Hello, and sorry for being a little bit late today. I really had a little bit of trouble remembering interesting stuff from last week to talk about. But finally, when I was kind of like, oh god, maybe I just play for time for 10 minutes, memory came back. It was like, bam! The first thing where I actually blame my lack of memory for, at least I kind of try to have an excuse right now, is St. Paddy's Day. Yeah, this week on Thursday was St. Patrick's Day, and I actually did celebrate it. And being the nerd I am, I celebrated in the only one true way, meeting with a bunch of guys in a Skype call and getting wasted. On this point, I want to give a shout out to the people I did it, or congratulations to the people I did it with, because for me it was late evening after work. For them it was, because I'm in Germany, they're in America. For them it was probably in the middle of the day, and some of them got like really, really shit faced. Like, holy crap. At some point, just one camera pointed upwards to the ceiling, then the connection cut, and we haven't heard from the person until the next morning and was like, why did I wake up below my under my bed? Stuff like this. And yeah, the big premise was to get me drunk. And here's the thing. So, because it was St. Patrick's Day, I got myself a six-pack of Kilkennys I killed, half a bottle of wine after the Kilkenny was done, and two shots from this evil bastard. And I didn't even have a hangover. Uh, Americans, and this goes double for Australians, don't try to outdrink a German. It doesn't work. Seriously. Anyways, it was a very fun thing, and as far as I know, this Skype call has been recorded, so I guess there will happen a little bit of editing, but certain clips might appear somewhere, some place, sometime. I don't know. Very looking forward to it, but then again, I kind of survived the evening rather fine, so that's a weird thing. All the random shit I do when I'm sober. So when I'm wasted, it's not, or when I'm drunk, it's not even so much worse. On the contrary, usually I get quiet at some point when I'm drunk. So I will probably get away rather well if those videos ever get published. But yeah, I'll see. They will not end up here because I didn't do the recording. The only person who was sober in the call did the recording. Even so, I'm not sure if he did this intentionally to produce a lot of blackmail material, or if it just was coincidental that he was recording and sober. But yeah, we'll see. I guess if stuff comes out, I probably leave a link below or in the next video or whatever. Depends on when it comes out. But yeah, this is the thing that happens, and totally blame all my memory lag on this. They didn't even have a blackout, so yeah, it doesn't really work this way. Anyways, other topic. Okay, thankfully I have the annoying topic in the middle this time, so I can move on to a happy topic at the very end of it. So I dared to like, what video was it? Chris Railgun. I started watching Chris Railgun, but then again I'm already sick of it again. Because very reasons. Chris Railgun, politically loaded channel, hooray, and what was he talking about? He was criticizing, in a video, he was criticizing the fact that Twitter has installed some kind of control board which is looking out to block or remove people who break community guidelines. Basically like harassment and the usual stuff like hate speech and shit talking and spam and whatnot. I don't know. I haven't read this. But here's the thing. They created this and they made a board of judges. And the board includes, among other people, for example, Feminist Frequency. Who doesn't know, this is a program Anita Sarkeesian has created. And what Chris Railgun did was make this video, point out, hey, we have this, which is basically has is a red flag in regards to censorship, and Twitter is actually this great open communication thingy. And then we have a little bit of the situation of, does this saying in English exist? To make the sheep the gardener. We have this in Germany, which basically means like, I don't know what the English equivalent to this is. Hand over the key to the liquor cabinet to the drunkard? I don't know. Something like this. There's making the person who should absolutely not be in charge the person in charge. So this was pretty much what Chris Reagan said, and he also had some kind of evidence of somebody who left a couple of ongoing posts, like because you have sign the capital char limit for your posts. Symbol, nein, still not. What is it? Not symbol, signs. Notes, capitals, letters. Let's go with letters. So you have a very small, for everybody who doesn't know, I don't know where you have lived the last few years, but Twitter has a very short number of symbols, letters, signs, chars, whatever you can use, and then you have the post is done. And so often enough, when people have a little bit more to say, they do a couple of things. Anyways, so 6 things calling out feminist frequency about something. I don't know. It seemed legit. It was kind of like, hey, here, calling them out of something screwed up they claimed or made or whatnot. And there was this, and Chris Reagan was like, here, you see this, the person posted this and screen capped this, and now he's removed. And an hour later, he was removed from Twitter, something like this. I haven't checked the facts, I admit this. It seemed legit enough at the time, because then again, you just, okay, it's a weak argument, I admit this. I was just going down the line, well, if he talks bullshit, it's far too easy to disprove. Then again, often enough, just talking bullshit, which is not verified by anybody, but spat out there on the internet, causes this kind of rumors, avalanches, and general lack of information on the internet. So yeah, I don't really have a good excuse there. But yeah, it seemed legit enough and whatnot. I still haven't checked it, by the way. But here's the thing, I dared to like this video because I was like, yeah, this seems fishy. Making somebody who is a constant victim of having to face a lot of getting a lot of critique and hard questions asked, and being at the same time a person who disables comment sections and whatnot, so somebody who is obviously not interested in an open discourse on the internet, making a person who is infamous for doing this. And this is a fact. I mean, you can go to Anita's videos, and I believe the comment section is. Okay, let's do less believing and actually fact check. Feminist frequency. There we go. YouTube, feminist frequency. Quicker. Here's the video. Pausing the video, and comment sections disabled, as well as the rating system. Okay, I get that she gets a lot of crap in her comments, and therefore she had to disable. Therefore, she went with the way of disabling things. But what this shows is there's not even a moderated comment section. No, there is no comment section. So she is not somebody who is openly available for discourse about her topics. And making somebody of this a person who can censor people on a medium like Twitter, or not. Mute them, whatever. Let's not get into censorship is not the word for it. So let's give her the power to mute people on Twitter. It's fishy. It's suspicious. So I was like, yeah, I like this video. Instantly on Facebook, or instantly not, but a while later on instant, because whenever I like something, it goes to Twitter. Whatever I do on Twitter goes to Facebook. So on Facebook, I got a message like, oh no, Wayne, why not you too? And I was like, I'd say legit here. It looks fishy. So far, I haven't seen any counter arguments against the fishiness of the entire situation as a whole, but it doesn't matter. The thing was, we then had a long back and forth with him sending me some videos in favor of Anita and kind of helping her out. And here's the thing. I don't want to get involved in this bullshit anymore. What at the end of the day, I ended the discussion with, okay, this is not going nowhere. I would actually have to go there and watch Anita's videos again to make a valid, because I could already only recall what I had seen 2 years ago, and I was like, I recall that there was a lot of bullshit in it, and he showed me his video where actually her arguments have been defended rather well. I will admit. So I actually would have to go back there, watch her videos, overthink them very critically, analyze them, and then come either up with counter arguments while it is still bullshit, or admit that I maybe overlooked there something, that I was biased myself, which is completely possible. But here's the thing, this entire discussion is such a pain. It's really, I know why I quit. This reminded me why I quit this back in the day, because you get stuck in endless discussions, and at the end of the day, I play my games, and as long, I mean, there is this PC movement, but it gets battled on enough fronts, and as long as I get my, I mean, Deadpool just came out in cinemas this year, so I don't have to be afraid that my media I enjoy will be censored anytime soon, so, or will not exist anymore. Maybe they will become less mainstream and more niche, but they will exist forever in video games, in movies, in shows, whatnot. Often enough, yes, it is really annoying. It pisses me off as hell. But at the end of the day, this discussion is exhausting and frustrating, and it doesn't even matter if you're right or wrong. The moment you get engaged on the discussion on a too deep level, it's like, it's annoying. You get sick of it, and I get sick of it at this point. So yeah, I don't know. Will I guess for the moment I'm fed up again with the entire topic. Not either side. I will not. I'm not really interested in watching any other videos talking about it, being it, defending it, or taking it apart. I don't fucking care anymore. It's really such a pain, and getting involved in it always pain. Anyways, moving on. I have another topic which is hopefully not. Oh, okay. Given my luck, this will probably backfire in regards to the previous topic. But I started watching Kill la Kill. I don't see anything wrong talking about an anime right after talking about feminist frequency, talking about an anime which is infamous for his ludicrously skimpy and revealing outfits for the female characters. I don't see anything go wrong there. But here's the thing: they often enough they really play it for laughs, but it's. At the end of the day, this show, if anything, this show leaves you blue balled because you don't see anything. It's and then again, we are talking about teenage schoolgirls, so even that sort of really like no. But it is displayed in such a ridiculous way. It's so over the top, and oh my god, you see the Gurren Lagann all the time. It's obviously a lower budget than Gurren Lagann, but it has the same crazy over the top animations and transformations and moves and whatnot. It's I believe more bloody. I'm not sure. Gurren Lagann didn't really show a lot of blood now, did it? So this one is a lot more bloody. I mean, the super suits run on blood, so there's no big surprise there. And oh my god, it's what really is fascinating about this show is that the animation is horrendous. The animation sucks balls. I mean, there was this one anime, Chin-chan or whatever it was called, which was infamous for its very close to stick figure-esque animation, but Kill la Kill is probably the second ugliest anime I've ever seen, animation-wise. The motives and characters itself are fine, but the animation itself, oh my god! But it's crappy on a lovable level. I watch it and I can enjoy it, and if I recall correctly, this show made me laugh a few times, like really laugh out loud laugh. Um, I remember watching a show that made me laugh multiple times out loud at the very end of an episode. What did I watch this week? I watched Firefly. Great show. Oh, it could have been Firefly. Jane does sometimes really great one-liners at the end of an episode. Um, Nevertheless, I remember that Killer Kill made me laugh definitively, and it's absolutely silly. It's over the top. It's fun, and if you don't take it so seriously, including the sexual themes, you can have a good time. But if you don't want to see it, don't watch it. That's you don't miss out if you don't see it. Unlike Firefly, if you haven't seen Firefly, watch it. Watch it now. Firefly is great. I just rewatched it after ages on Netflix. Hooray! One of the few shows on Netflix which also comes in English. Because this is another thing about Netflix in Germany and with the entire unblocker blocking that goes on recently. You can't see anime in English. I can watch them in German, and I can watch them in Japanese. I don't get offered the English dub, and this is really, really annoying for the very fact that German dubs are often enough even worse than English dubs. And I don't want to watch in Japanese because I don't speak Japanese, and if I have to watch the subs, I can't watch with. I am getting too I can't watch them more than 1 or 2 episodes in a row if I have to check out the subs. But if I watch it in a language I understand, I can do stuff on the sidelines. For example, this weekend I was working the entire time wherever I put my MacBook, whatever. I was working this weekend, so I could be working and at the same time watch a show. This only works if I understand the show and don't have to watch subs. But I don't want to talk about Netflix. This is also frustrating. So many frustrating topics, and my 3 month ends on Tuesday, and I'm not sure. Should I continue having Netflix, even though I'm super pissed off about the limitations, because I can't watch anime, because I only get it in German and Japanese, as I already mentioned. And the amount of shows and movies that is available is pathetic. Still, it is super pathetic. I mean, you have those dozen lists below each other, like, check out this because you like movie X, check out this because you or rewatch this, and because you like this, maybe this might be interesting. And it's all those lists consist of the same few movies, because there are only, I don't know, let it be 100. It probably is even more, but the number of movies that actually interest me is lower. So the same movies keep popping up in every list, and it's like, I have seen the English version for a short moment, and it was like, this library is amazing. I want to have this. I really don't feel like paying Netflix and the full amount of money for this limited catalog they offer in Germany. It's really this sad. I would love to give money back to the content producers, or at least the distributor in this case, because but Netflix. But yeah, I talked about this in the past. So yeah, this was another week, and talk to you all soon.